Hello and welcome to this free preview lecture series of my on-demand FE Electrical and Computer Exam Preparation course. In this lecture, we are going to introduce the concept of time value of money and we will discuss present value. But before we jump into the content, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video, click the subscribe button and the bell icon if you haven't already done so. Hello and welcome to this lecture on the topic of time value of money part 1, which is a subsection of section 4, Engineering Economics. Learning objectives of this lecture include understanding time value of money, and in this lecture we are going to focus on 2 out of 4 elements of time value of money. The first one which we will discuss in this lecture is present worth. In the next lecture we are going to discuss future worth, and the other 2 are annuity and gradient. Time value of money. Time value of money illustrates that the value of an amount of money changes over time. So you would have probably heard this common saying that you don't become rich by saving. Saving basically safeguards you against risk, against unknown scenarios, so that you can actually weather the storm. But in order to become rich, you'll probably have to invest your money. As I mentioned, within time value of money, there are 4 components that we need to look at. The first one is present worth. So this is basically what we are most commonly used to. So the amount of money that we have in today's dollar, right? But then the amount of money we have today, if we hold it in a simple checking bank account, it won't be equal to the money will not have the same value in future. And we will also introduce 2 relatively more complicated concepts of annuity and gradient in this lecture. So let us start our discussion with present worth. Present worth, as I mentioned, refers to the value of money in today's dollars. So at times it is useful to convert future values and annuities to a present value for comparison or cost evaluation. And we'll go through a few examples where we'll actually do that. Because when you compare everything in today's dollars, it becomes easy to make decisions and it becomes easy to evaluate different options. So there are various factors that we will look at when it comes to each of these: present worth, future worth, and annuity. So the first factor for present worth is called the single payment present worth, which basically converts the value, a future value, to present value. So let's say somebody gives you $100 in future, so 10 years from now. So you'd be interested in calculating what those $100 are worth in today's dollars. So as you know that money loses value over time, right? So the $100 10 years from now will actually not be the same as $100 today. So you will use the single payment present worth factor in order to calculate that. So this goes by, you want to calculate P given F. Okay, so this is how you can read it. So you want to calculate P given F with an interest rate. So this interest rate would be specified, and N, I already told you, is 10. The next factor is called the uniform series present worth, and it basically converts annuity to present value. Now in the previous example, let's say that if someone was giving you $100 every year for n is equal to 10 years, right? So if $100 are being given to you in year 1, in year 2, in year 3, all the way up to year 10, right, in each of these years, then how can you actually convert all of these payments, these annuity payments that are being made to you, into one lump sum value in today's dollars? Okay, we can do that by making use of the uniform series present worth factor, which calculates P given A. A is annuity. You have to know the interest rate and you have to know the number of years. So the number of years I've told you over here is 10, and the interest rate would be specified. So all of these payments, all of these annuity payments can then be converted into one single payment in today's dollar using uniform series present worth. Let us now take a look at example number 1 related to present worth, and we are being asked to calculate how much will $1 million from 25 years in the future will be worth today at an annual interest rate of 4%. So my approach when it comes to these cash flow type of problems is always to visualize them or create a rough diagram. So we have $1 million. Okay, $1 million 25 years from now, and we are being asked to calculate what they will be worth in today's time. Okay, if the interest rate is annual interest rate during this period is 4%. So we know that $1 million today is not equal to, so today's $1 million is not equal to yesterday's $1 million or tomorrow's $1 million. And by yesterday, I don't literally mean yesterday, I mean several years from now in the past and several years from now in the future. Okay, because money loses its value over time. Okay, so this is an interesting problem. So we have a single payment scenario. Okay, so we have single payment in future and we want to convert that into present. So we will use the single payment present worth formula, which is the P divided by F, and the present worth will be equal to $1 million time the factor, and that factor P divided by F, it depends on the interest rate, and N, and this is where your NCS FE reference handbook interest rate tables that are given in engineering economics sections will come in handy. You can actually calculate it using the mathematical formula that is given there, but I recommend you to get familiar with the reference tables because that will save you a bit of time, and some of those calculations are actually pretty complicated and you can make mistakes. Anyway, so we will write it as P divided by F, 4% and 25. So if you go to the 4% interest table, look at the entry N is equal to 25, and under the column P divided by F, you'll find that the factor is 0.375. So $1 million 25 years from now at an interest rate of 4% is just $375. Now, if you were to look at it a little bit differently, let's say you had $375 today, and then you are gaining an annual interest rate of 4% on it each year. So 25 years from now, that will be worth $1 million. So see, money is changing value as we move across the spectrum of time. So $1 million 25 years from now are not the same as $1 million today. A lot of people understand this concept, but then there's another parameter, which is the annual interest rate. So the interest rate really determines how much value money is able to hold over time. Example number 2 involves an annuity. So we have to calculate the present worth of a 25-year term, $100,000 annuity if the interest rate is 4%. Okay, so when we are dealing with annuity, so it basically means that payments are being made or you are being paid on an annual basis. So in this case, 100K is what the annuity is basically paying, okay, for 25 years. And the interest rate I is equal to 4%. So your A is equal to annuity, which is $100,000, and your N is equal to 25. So again, we need to calculate the present worth. So we need to find P given A, okay, and our interest rate is 4%. So we will take a look at the 4% table, and N is equal to 25. So you'll find the column P given A in the interest rate table for 4%, and at entry number 25 on the row, you will basically be able to find the factor. So the formula that I just explained to you is a uniform series present worth formula. You don't necessarily need to remember the names. You need to remember these factors, okay? So P is unknown, and A is provided to you. So we will use P given A, and this happens to be the uniform series present worth. So you will multiply the annuity, okay? This is an important step. You don't simply calculate this factor. You multiply the annuity with the factor in order to calculate the present worth. So $100,000 paid to you every year for a period of 25 years, during which the annual interest rate is 4%, is the same as paying you $1.56 million upfront today. Okay, so this is the time value of money. So in the previous example, we went from a future value to the present value, and in this case, we are going from an annuity into the present value. In this lecture, we introduced the concept of time value of money, and we discussed present worth in detail. We also did a couple of practice problems where we saw how we could go from a future worth to present worth, and also from an annuity to present worth. If you found this preview lecture helpful, I am confident that you will also greatly benefit from the full course that contains over 150 lectures and covers all the topics that are found in the latest NCEES FE Electrical and Computer Exam specification. You will also get access to tons of quizzes and mini exams in this course that will help you get additional practice, along with a bonus full-length computer simulated practice exam. This streamlined and well-reviewed course comes with an amazing 30-day full refund policy, no questions asked. On top of all this, I have also included a special discount link in the text section of this video.